While Stewie relishes in his success, Lois, after being shot multiple times, falls into the ocean and becomes one of the many lost deep blue souls of the deep blue dark ocean. In today's YN era, one of the most dangerous things you can tell anyone below the age of 25 is you're not really like that. These 5 words can send a young man spiraling out of control in order to prove himself and others that he's really like that. In today's video, we're gonna look at how Brian thought Stewie wasn't really cut for that action.
Put him on the TV. Bro, don't.
But as you'll find out, Brian was very, very wrong.
I can do whatever the fuck I want.
Hey there, tomorrow people. Looks like you made it to today. Congratulations. My name's Benyteej. Get yourself a meal or a snack
Spectacular, give me 14 of them right now.
and enjoy the absolute cinema that I made for you today.
New op pack in the air, this gas or what? He'll still be alive right now if you niggas ain't gas him up.
In this episode titled Stewie Kills Lois, which you would expect to be another misleading title,
Are these trick questions?
we start off with the Griffins celebrating Lois's birthday with everyone giving cheap presents.
Bro, what the f is you even talking about, bro?
Cause they living off Hello Ones. During present gifting, Brian decides to get 2 cruise ship tickets for Lois's birthday, which gets everyone mad, especially Chris,
Are you trying to make us look bad, you son of a bitch?
because they agreed on the maximum being $20.
I can't eat. I'm broke.
Lois decides to bring Peter on the cruise with her,
What?
which has Brian stumped, perplexed. C-Class, this is the OnlyFans effect. Gave her $500 and she ain't even look Brian way.
You already lost, say goodbye.
And I mean, what did bro think was gonna happen? Her father is a Freemason. So the next day, Peter and Lois go on the cruise, and Stewie, not knowing it was just for Peter and Lois, brings suitcases for the trip. But Brian bakes it to Stewie that he won't be getting on. And this gets Stewie feeling that deep heartache.
Oh, I'm hurt.
Back to Peter and Lois, the trip becomes chaotic thanks to Peter doing the most low-tier brain cell activities.
Name the last 3 letters in the alphabet.
Such as pooping on the poop deck and telling a story to a bunch of unknown bots about how Meg was supposed to be rebooted. While Peter and Lois' trip is turning into a disaster, Stewie brings out his arsenal and rants to Brian about how he's going to end Lois, which somehow turns into whatever this is.
Maybe you'll handcuff her. She'll hate that.
Then I shall do that as well,
Call her a bitch.
until I'm hoarse with rage.
You already lost, say goodbye.
Yeah, weird. Moving on, Brian tells Stewie that he's never going to kill Lois,
Streets killed me.
that he's not
that guy,
cut
dog.
from
Trust
that
me.
branch.
You're not that guy.
And this, along with Stewie playing NBA Youngboy in his head, sends him on a midnight drill to catch a hat. The hat being his blood mother.
I beg your pardon?
The spirit of King Von has been summoned. Back to Peter and Lois. They get into an argument where Lois says she was embarrassed to be around Peter, and Peter saying a boatload of nonsense leads to Lois walking outside. Now we see Stewie pulling up on an all blacked out boat, ready to pull up and put a belt to ass. Stewie scopes out the scenery and determines a quiet place to park. Uses a 5-star Gotham approved grappling gun to get on the cruise ship and initiates the hunt. Meanwhile, Lois is outside of her room, probably contemplating why she should stay with Peter, and gets startled when Stewie pops up behind her.
Oh, shit.
At first, she's confused, wondering why he's there. But then bro whips out his little Uzi, no vert, had Lois terrified at this point, and does her bad. I mean, he blitzed her more times than them boys on the Valentine Massacre. While Stewie relishes in his success, Lois, after being shot multiple times, falls into the ocean and becomes one of the many lost deep blue souls of the deep blue dark ocean. So fast forward to a year later, and Lois still hasn't been found.
Nice.
Peter's date life is going as great as Joe Goldberg's. Kinda ironic because in one of his date life scenarios, we see him zinging Joe's wife Bonnie.
I beg your pardon?
What happened to him, bro?
Oh my God.
Chris, on the other hand, is living a lie to protect him from the truth of his mother's disappearance. Meg has become Stewie's kind of second mom. Brian is just Brian, like, bro's still a failed writer. And he lost his girl last episode, or was it 2 episodes ago? All I know is that he lost his girl. And Stewie, after a year of silence, like Take Capone, goes on to tell Brian about how he Lois.
You weird, buddy.
And rolled her up like the oatmeal he eat. Good eats. You know what I'm saying? Brian, after realizing his instigating led to Lois taking a one-way trip on the Soul Train, like Beetlejuice them, threatens Stewie that he's going to get the evidence to put Stewie in jail. Yeah, buddy, tell the known body catcher who killed his own mother that you're going to investigate him. Incredible idea. This time, class, this is the Captain Sava Whoa effect. Stewie, after panicking a bit and realizing he don't want to end up in a cell with Fleece Johnson, decides to get rid of the weapon used in the murder of his mother. Bro, this dude kept it as a memento. You know he was hitting the gritty when she was gone, bro. You see this man out here doing sentimental funerals to the blick that he used in the murder. What is this? Coincidentally, Peter's friends are searching through his trash because they suspect he killed Lois for life insurance money. They end up finding the gun, but no body. So in reality, it don't prove nothing. But for plot reasons, we gonna ignore these holes. Peter ends up going to court and of course loses. I mean, bro was up against Freemasons. What did he expect?
You are mine.
Peter tries to tell the judge and jury that he is in fact innocent, but they on that.
We do not care.
So just when the judge was about to send Peter to speak with the toothless one,
Speak to me, old toothless one.
somehow, someway, Lois pops in the court from the afterlife, not looking like she got Swiss cheesed. Clears Peter's name, which seems like a victory for everyone. Everyone except Stewie, who is exposed for being the one to Lois into oblivion. No remaster. While everyone is in shock from the revelation, Stewie says nothing, but his facial expression says it all. Hey yo, word to bro, how is this redhead turnip even alive right now? And then, to be continued. In conclusion, if a body ain't seen, never rule out the possibility that they are alive, waiting, stalking, hunting.
Get your ass back here, boy!
For the right moment for that get back, like Michael Myers. That's the end of the video. If you enjoyed, make sure to subscribe, have that like button shine like the sun. For the comment of the day, are you ready for part 2? Stay safe, stay blessed, and stay ahead of the rest. See you tomorrow, people. Peace out.